Moving along. This is the attendance freebie Leozack. An attendance freebie, by the way, is basically something given to you for free, provided that you pre-register for the convention and arrive in person. Leozack is based on the good old Energon Starscream mold, a mold that I still like to this day quite a bit. His colors are extremely close to the Japanese Leozack model. I actually can't recall if these are closer to the toy colors or the character model colors from the Victory TV show. But, as you can see, they are quite a far cry from the Energon Ghost Starscream's color scheme, which was very dark. The only downside is, there's a lot of this kind of leftover sculpted damage and scarring, and to my recollection, there's no real reason given to a lot of it, except that maybe this guy gets beaten up a lot, so I guess he comes pre-battle damaged, is the best way to put it. Now, his transformation is very reminiscent of a G2 Dreadwing component. However, it is not actually a remold of that toy, it's a completely new tooling that was more or less based entirely off of an existing toy, but to very good results in my opinion. His transformation is thus off-screen. But now that he's back on screen, you can see his very cool robot mode. Leozack is armed with a sword and gun, and honestly, thanks to these, I think this was the perfect choice for this repaint. His head even has enough resemblance to Leozack's for this to work, and I think this was definitely an excellent idea on the part of the club. He's got, as I said many times, that awesome Krylon silver on the face. Sadly, though, he does have an inexplicably translucent arm. His bio can explain some of this away, but it's a bit of a shame that they couldn't solid mold a lot of these parts, or perhaps fix up some of the battle damage. If you want to see him in comparison with his predecessor, here's the Energon Starscream. And as you can see, they have very little in common deco-wise. They did a really good job of making Leozack stand on his own, and it's only finished off nicely by Energon Starscream's gimmick of the combined Uber Sword, and how you can stick that into Leozack's hand and hopefully have him hold it up. It does go in rather loosely, and sadly the elbow is a little bit messed up. This elbow, by the way, pops out extremely easily, and several of us thinkin' Transformers fans have come to the conclusion that this mold probably has been suffering some major fatigue, even though it didn't get used very often. It did have at least 3 uses during Super Link and Energon, so that's a bit of a shame. But it looks really great, and I think that this guy is quite a success on the part of FunPub. And the final thing that really makes him cool is his bio. I wasn't sure how they were going to work Leozack, of all people, into this set, and having him basically as an experimental warrior who is demented and likes to scream his attack names is probably the best idea they could have had. I'm really surprised with how well that turned out, so many props to the club again for a really interesting exclusive idea, and I only wish that some of these exclusive ideas could have been ported over to Autobots. It seems the Decepticons really won out this year. Anyway, to continue on,